You guys there? I'm sorry, I'm just getting it fixed. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Let me just set this up real quick for everybody, okay? Just give me 1 second. Boo, ba da ba doo ba da ba, ba da ba da ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Huh. Give me a second, please. I'll turn the camera on and we'll get going. And we'll get going. So this isn't a call-in show. I can't figure out how to change the thumbnail, but it's okay. All I'm going to do is I wanted to watch the Cpac with you guys because I found it to be pretty interesting. It's pretty fun. And there we go. Hello, friends. So don't worry about this number up here. Not a call-in show. But what we could do, what's up, Jersey? What happened to the video on FEMA? I had to edit one more thing on it, and I jumped the gun, which is okay. You know, that tends to happen. But I minimize that. Dang. So what we should do, and put this down here, like so. Oh, that's crazy. How do I do that? So yeah, let's watch let's watch it. You want to? Hello, Patriot. What's up? What's up? What's up? Scoot this over here. I'm hoping you guys will be able to watch this with me. If not, you can definitely hear it and chime in anytime, right? And I'll follow along on the chat. Yeah, FEMA is not what we think it is. But that is a fact. That is a fact. Absolutely. Let me say on Twitter that we are live. Y'all having a good Sunday? I hope you are. Hey, Thomas, have a great. Hey, Mike Johnson. Mikey. Chuck, what's up, man? We're supposed to get bad storms here today in South Carolina. Real bad storms today. Let's begin and watch. Get this right. Move this here so you guys can hear it. Let's go.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thank you very much also to a man named Matt Schlapp. What a job he's done. And the Cpac.
Hey, Tacos.
I actually started quite a while ago.
No,
Cpac,
James Gilbert, I didn't.
And came here, probably made my first real political speech. And I enjoyed it so much that I came back for a second one, then a third, then I said, what the hell, let's run for president, right? But it's wonderful to be back with so many great patriots, old friends, and brave, young conservatives. What a future you have.
Bob, you're in Augusta?
Our movement and our future in our country is unlimited. What we've done together has never been done in the history, maybe of beyond our country, maybe in the history of the world. They came from the mountains and the valleys and the cities.
Absolutely.
They came from all over. And what we did in 2016, the election, we call it, with a capital E, it's never been done before, and we're going to do it, I think, again in 2020, and the numbers are going to be even bigger.
This has never been done before in our history because people don't see the magnitude of it all. Like, they just don't. It's amazing. We have a first-hand seat, and we're wide. We are completely aware of what's going on. We have a back VIP ticket to this, right?
We all had to endure as I was running. So you had 17 Republicans plus me.
17.
And I was probably more of a conservative than a Republican. People just didn't quite understand that.
Yeah, he's a conservative. He's not Republican. He almost leans towards being a Democrat. A lot of policies. He has some same policies with trade and other things as Bernie. He's just not corrupt.
But we all had to endure, remember?
And he loves his.
How many times?
Loves his country.
Months and months. There is no way to 270. You know what that means, right? There is no way to 270. They couldn't get me there. We might as well have just given up. But there wasn't any way to 270. In fact, I actually went up to Maine to get one, and I did win the one, but we didn't need the one.
I love how he just rubs it in their faces. Like,
we won our half of Maine. Remember, you have Nebraska. We won both in Nebraska.
I don't care, Stacy. Whatever.
We had to win in Maine.
Chill.
So we got the one, but we didn't need the one because we didn't get 270. We got 306 to 223.
Rub it in their face.
306.
Wild Willie says Trump 2020. I agree.
A state called Michigan, where, by the way, where Fiat Chrysler just announced a $4.5 billion incredible expansion and new plant.
2012 has already happened.
Many car companies have moved back to Michigan and are continuing to do so.
Yes, Matt redacted. Yes.
That happened. So I think we're going to do even 2020. I think we're going to do numbers that people haven't seen for a long time.
I agree. I can't even imagine what the future holds for us.
The men and women here today are on the front lines of protecting America's interests, defending America's value, and reclaiming our nation's priceless heritage. It's true.
Oh, yeah, because they were going to sail us down the river.
With your help, we are reversing decades of blunders and betrayals. These are serious, serious betrayals to our nation.
We know what those betrayals are too, don't we?
It's been done by the failed ruling class that enriched foreign countries at our expense. It wasn't America first. In many cases, it was America last. Those days are over, long over.
Absolutely. So, obviously, he's talking about Obama, the Clintons, Bushes, these rogue three-letter agencies just selling all of our worth, all of our people's hard-earned money, just bringing back a recession in 2008. That's not supposed to happen. We're supposed to be miles and miles ahead into the future, which they've held us back from. Let's just be honest. They've held us back from it. And, we know it. I know it. The whole world knows it. And, it is what it is. And I believe that he's going to take us to so many advancements within medical, within technology, within transportation, within everything you can think of, infrastructure. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's go. God, I wish I was there.
America is winning again. America is respected again. And the world knows it. When I meet with prime ministers,
Yeah, the world knows it.
Presidents, and I get along with them because they know that what's taken place over many years, not just the Obama administration, long before that, they can't believe themselves that they got away.
Oh, I spake. You're good, man. I knew what you meant.
Believe it. An impossible thing. And they like me. And the reason they like me, they tell me, they say, Mr. President, I say,
hey, Mary, thank you, MW. Yeah, they don't.
Xi of China have great respect. We have a great relationship. I say, how is it possible that you got away with this for so long? And he said, because nobody ever asked us to change. It's true.
Right. No one ever asked them to change.
They charged 40% tariffs
because they were getting kickbacks
going into China, and we charged them nothing.
It's going good, Russell. Doing good today. I hope you're doing well too, my friend.
When they raised their tariff from 10% to 25% and then to 40%, and they said to me, we expected that somebody would call and say, you can't do that.
Yes, Russell, praise God.
So we just left it. And I don't blame them. We should have been doing the same thing to them.
Yeah, I saw that Patriot Mom. Yeah, he did post.
Oh. Right? Hard to believe. It's hard to believe.
Hey, Kathy, 111.
But now things are different. Now we're negotiating with China. They wouldn't negotiate with previous administrations. But I found some very old laws.
I love this part.
Our country was rich, really rich. The old tariff laws.
Hey, Phil Klein, what's up, man? Snicker pie, yeah, I looked at those.
But fortunately, they weren't terminated.
The word welcome.
Politically correct even back then. But I said,
Russell Grant, I noticed the exact same thing. He says, notice that Trump looks younger and younger as his terms progress. Odd how righteous makes you look better. Yes.
301.
Hey, Shan.
382. I found one 1938 where we could do what we have to do. But you know, they had a debate it was really a rough.
Yeah, Mikey, I've did a podcast on that. You should check it. A lot of good information.
Because
talking about Trudeau and the Nexium cult.
Didn't know what the hell to do with a tough.
I know that it doesn't sound presidential when he cusses, like when he swears, but like I like it. I don't care. I like it. It gets your attention. He's being like, you know, one of the boys. He's just, you know, it sounds like you would say like how you would talk on a golf course or anything. And you know, who doesn't swear, right? I like it. I find it to be genuine in many aspects. And he, I mean, for all he's been for, he can do whatever he wants to, in my opinion. He can say whatever he wants to when it comes to swearing. I don't care. I like it. Let's continue.
We'll look this up. And the problem is with Mark, if I make a little mistake, he'll let us know on Sunday night. I got to be very careful when I talk about this. But it was the great tariff debate of 1888. And the debate.
Right, Krabby, like he's not above us. I like it too.
With all the money we were making. We were so rich. And McKinley, prior to being president, he was very strong on protecting our assets, protecting our country. And he made statements that others cannot come into our country and steal our wealth and steal our jobs and build their country and not defend our country. We can't do that. We can't ever allow that to happen.
Treason. Tried to sell us down the river, sail us down the river without a paddle. James Gilbert, it's okay. Oh, I love this. Blows the kiss.
And you know, I don't know, maybe you know. You know, I'm totally off script, right? Thank you, darling.
Completely off script. He doesn't need his teleprompter.
You know I'm totally off script right now. And this is how I got elected, by being off script.
Yep. Bebop. Yep. Genuine.
And if we don't go off script, our country's in big trouble, folks, because we have to get it back.
Correct, because
Now,
we've been on
on
a
the other side,
deep state script for years and years.
I say, no, I think the new Green Deal, or whatever the hell they call it.
Trolling on an epic level.
Green New Deal, right? Green New Deal. I encourage it. I think it's really something that they should promote. They should work hard on. It's something our country needs desperately. They have to go out and get it. But I'll take the other side of that argument only because I'm mandated to. I'm mandated. But they should stay with that argument. Never change. Never change.
BR Swimmer,
No
I agree.
planes.
Full disclosure is coming.
No energy. When the wind stops blowing, that's the end of your electric. Let's hurry up. Darling, is the wind blowing today? I'd like to watch television, darling.
BR Swimmer, yes. Pepe is with us. The Green New Deal would only cost about $50 trillion. At the whiskey, what's up, man?
No, but it's true. So the great tariff debate of 1888, and then
Automatic
we
stuff.
had so much money. We could do whatever we want. We built forces up
Yes.
that were incredible. Then in 1913, they ended tariffs, okay? They ended tariffs. Somebody got stupid, and they ended tariffs.
Russell Grant,
They said,
that's
"Oh, it's
cool,
okay
man.
for other
Skinwalker Ranch, I
nations
know what that is.
to come in." I won't use
Hey,
the
Jay,
same
what's
word.
up, dude?
It's not politically, but everybody knows the word I'd love to use.
What's
Should
he
I
talking
use
about
it?
right
I won't
here?
do it.
The word he wants to use, what was, rewind it for a second.
If you tell a joke, if you're sarcastic, if you're having fun with the audience, if you're in live television with millions of people and 25,000 people in an arena, and if you say something like, "Russia, please, if you can, get us Hillary Clinton's emails."
Woo!
Russia, please.
Get the emails. He's got the emails. NSA has everything. 1913, yes.
Please get us the emails. Please.
Thanks, Stella. Serene Christine, thank you. Lock her up. Lock her up.
So everybody's having a good time. I'm laughing. We're all having fun. And then that fake CNN and others say, "He asked Russia to go get the emails." Horrible. I mean, I saw it like 2 weeks ago. I'm watching, and they're talking about one of the points. He asked Russia for the emails. These people are sick, and I'm telling you.
Boom. These people are sick.
They know the game.
They know the game.
They know the game. And they play it dirty, dirtier than anybody's ever played the game.
But he sees it for what it is. He's 3 steps ahead of them.
But the thing that we've done is
He's
very
calling their
special
bluff.
because on trade and because of tariffs, and I know there are people in the Republican Party and people really, even conservatives, good conservatives, they don't like tariffs. I'm not liking or not liking. The minimum, the greatest negotiating tool in the history of our country. Do you think China would be sending their top representatives?
Automatic Sky,
right
yeah.
now, China's paying 25%.
You good, Automatic Sky? You doing
on
good?
$50 billion worth of technology goods. I was then going to charge them 25% on $200
This was better than the State of the Union.
Like 200 million, that's a lot.
More fun. It was fun.
Billion.
This was more fun.
200 billion. So, but I was nice because we're having a very strong negotiation, which if it weren't for tariffs, and I tell this to President Xi, this is nothing to hide. I would never be talking like this because in theory, it could hurt your negotiating position. But in my case, it can't because it's true.
Because you're killing it, my friend.
And I left it at 10% on 200 billion. And here's the beauty. We've lost so much money.
Yeah, Alexandria Cortez is just irrelevant to me at this point. Like, I don't even focus on her at all. All good, bro. Saw Eric Trump in Miami. I saw you post that.
China, just one country. We lose with everybody.
That's pretty cool, Automatic Sky.
China's one country. $507 billion for many years. So the beauty is this. I have $250 billion more to put tariffs on. The numbers are staggering. Billions of dollars right now are pouring into our treasury.
Again, I'll pause it. Yeah, with all this money from tariffs from all over the country, India, China, EU, everyone, Canada, Mexico, all of these tariffs. Do you understand how wealthy we are going to be? I guarantee you in the next 10 years, America won't even look like it does now. The infrastructure level is going to be so far advanced, it's going to be incredible. 10 years. Think of how fast we're already moving at this point. It hasn't even been 2.5 years. Think of that. Let's continue.
And for those of you that haven't done the research, if you look of the 25%, our country,
BB's done for
because it's now been on there for a long while. And I'm in no rush because I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Of the 25 points, we've paid for 4 points, and China's paid for 21 points. Okay, 21. That's what the numbers are. It's very simple. You know, everyone's
He's very open with his agenda. Yes,
it's not really. And what China and other countries do sometimes is they will subsidize it. So the tax really is incredible, but what it is beyond everything else, I can negotiate. But then you have senators and a few congressmen, but not Mark Meadows. Where's the great Mark Meadows? He's here somewhere. Man, has he been there?
Oh, that would have been crazy,
Mark
Phil
and
Klein.
Jim Jordan and
Stephen Delgado, what is up, my friend?
I want to name every one of those couple of hundred people because we do have a lot. I want to name every damn one of them. They have been incredible. They've been fighting, and I just see Mark in the audience. They've been fighting Deb, much more important. His wife is incredible. What an asset. He would be nowhere without her. Right? But they fight so hard on this witch hunt, this phony deal that they put together. This phony thing that now looks like
Stephen Delgado,
so they don't
yes,
have
very
anything
soon.
with Russia. There's no collusion. So now they go and morph into, let's inspect every deal he's ever done. We're going to go into his finances. We're going to check his deals. We're going to check.
Yes, Stella. I can live off 114 million forever.
I saw a little Shifty Schiff.
Woo!
Shifty
Schiff.
He went into a meeting.
Me too, TS.
And he said, we're going to look into his finance. I said, where did that come from? He always talked about Russia. Collusion with Russia.
The collusion delusion. Yeah, exactly. So we'll pause again. So it's like they've moved on. If you look at the new Q post that he just dropped, we can look at those right now if you want to. Ba-ba-doo, ba-ba-doo-doo. Let's look at the new Q post. He was mentioning something about they've moved forward. Oh, there's even more. Jeez. Holy smokes. Yeah, he's going crazy again. So many. Yeah, so Jerry Nadler, Democrat, attempting to a new blockade now that the Mueller insurance policy expiring. So Russia collusion is expiring. When the original insurance policy expires, Mueller and you must attempt to protect those in harm's way by reapplying a blockade, plus maintain leftist hatred and fake news narrative. Q. So obviously you should get what that means because, yeah, there's a lot makes sense to me, guys. So there's a new blockade being put in. Thanks, Terry. We'll continue. New blockade. So we're going to go down another rabbit hole, right? First it was taxes. Then it was what he said to Bobby Bush, Billy Bush. And then we went into Russia. So stupid.
So now we're waiting for a report, and we'll find out whether or not and who we're dealing with. We're waiting for a report by people that weren't elected. Think of this. We had the greatest election. In all fairness, I used to hear Andrew Jackson.
This is the greatest election of all time because we're actually taking our country back.
People say that. No, people say, I'm not saying it.
James Gilbert, I don't know.
This was the
Very
equivalent
soon.
to a greater. You know, they used to go to Ronald Reagan when I first started. This is Ronald Reagan. Then we started really doing well, and they were coming from everywhere to vote. Those red hats and white ones. The key isn't the color. The key is what it says. Make America great again.
Absolutely.
Right? But we had the greatest of all time. Now we have people that lost.
Phil Klein says, I think by next year, the EU is going to completely collapse.
In a couple of positions.
I'd be right there with you,
And they
man.
leave
What's going on in France
for a
is
long time
ridiculous.
that shouldn't be there. And all of a sudden, they're trying to take you out with
Thanks,
bullshit.
Terry.
Okay? With bullshit.
There he said it.
Angry people, you take a look at them. One of them was involved with the Hillary Clinton Foundation running it. Another one has perhaps the worst reputation of any human being I've ever seen. All killers. In fact, it would have been actually better for them if they put half and half, and Mueller can do whatever he wants anyway, which he'll probably do. But we have conflicts. I had a nasty business transaction with Robert Mueller a number of years ago. I said, why isn't that mentioned? He wanted the job as FBI director. I mean, these are things that are out there. They know it. Why is it?
Yeah, that's right, Elizabeth. He mentions Podesta.
Jim Comey, Lion James Comey, is his best friend. James Comey is his best friend.
Andrew Rawlings,
And those are a
exactly.
few of the conflicts.
This is a spiritual war, he
Other than
says,
that,
and
it's
we are
fine.
winning bigly.
So everybody's waiting. I thought of it this morning, Mark, and I heard you made an incredible speech and statement today, Mark Levin. I heard it was incredible. And I was on the way, but I'll see it later. I guarantee I'll be watching it later. I have one of the great inventions in history. It's called TiVo. I think it's actually better than television.
He's
television
killing.
is
Like,
practically
the
useless.
crowd loves this, loves him. They
But I'll
love
be
him.
watching it later, Mark. But people that got no votes, what I heard this morning, President Trump is waiting for the Mueller report. I said, wait a minute, let me get this straight. So the Attorney General
Pepe is pleased.
recuses himself, and I don't fire him. No obstruction. That's the other thing. If you use your rights, you use your power. If you use Article 2, it's called obstruction, but only for Trump, for nobody else. So
Why
the
is
Attorney
that?
General is weak.
They
and
all-
ineffective,
so what
and
about
he
Trust
doesn't do what he
Sessions?
should have done. Somebody that never got a vote writes a powerful letter, horrible, about Comey. Every single Democrat said Comey should be fired, or worse if possible. Every Republican said everybody, in fact, when I fired Comey, I said, First Lady, I said, Melania,
Great First
I'm doing
Lady.
something today. I'm doing it because it really has to be done. He's bad. He's a bad guy. That's been proven now with all of the emails and the text. I'm doing something that has to be done. But the good news, It's going to be bipartisan. It's going to be so popular. It's going to be bipartisan.
Russell, you think? But I thought Q told us to
Every
trust
Democrat
Sessions. You
hates
think
him.
that was for
Every
optics
Republican hates him.
towards the deep
He
state?
did a horrible job at the FBI. Speak to the real agents, the real people, because the people in the FBI are incredible people, not the sleaze on top.
Well put. You know how truthful that was? The ones on top are rotten.
And
Andrew
I said to the First
McCabe,
Lady,
Comey,
I said, but you know the good news?
Lisa Page, Peter
The
Strzok.
good news is that this is going to be so bipartisan, everyone's going to love it. So we fire Comey, and Schumer, who called for his resignation many times, Podesta, I believe that day, because
Got
he
his
still
ass
hasn't
kicked.
gotten over getting his ass kicked, okay? I believe
Love
that
it.
day
Hey, James Warback,
called
what's up?
for his resignation. That day, Podesta, the great genius of campaigns,
They have everything. They know everything on these
he
guys.
called for the Comey resignation. Others, almost every, I would say, Mark, would you say virtually every Democrat, virtually every, I can't think of anybody that said he's doing a good job. So I said to Melania, the good news, this will be a popular thing. And I fire a bad cop, I fire a dirty cop, and all of a sudden the Democrats say, how dare he fire him? How dare he do this?
Thanks, LJ. I appreciate it,
And
dude.
that's where we
Or
are.
ma'am, thank you.
That's where we are. We're in this
Flayed
swamp.
alive for what he has done, Russell
Washington,
Grant says. I
D.C.
pray to God.
But you know what?
Thanks, Jeremy
We're
Lloyd.
winning and they're not. We're winning and they're not.
Yeah, we're winning and they're not. Thanks, Cpac. Thanks, Russell.
So just to finish, I tell you, Max Lab is loving this. He's saying this is a lot more than we paid for.
Yeah, definitely.
Normally you read a few pages and you say,
yeah, VW Blue Sky brings up a good point. Yeah, definitely click the blue bell, or not the blue bell, but the like if you're enjoying this. This is we're just going over it, just just commentating on it all together. It's kind of fun. Yeah, so definitely click the like button, and if you are financially able to, if you want to donate, you can by clicking on the super chat. Any donation is very much appreciated. I would greatly appreciate it. So let's continue on.
bye, folks. But you know what I like about this? Number one, I'm in love.
Jay Bird, I think
We're
we're
in love.
16.
We're all in love together. We've
Days
done
left.
something that nobody's ever done. Right? It's easy.
He's talking about love in the room.
No, it's easy. You know, a great friend of mine from New York, he's a stone cold killer. He's a brutal man. He's actually not even a good friend of mine because
Thank
he
you,
turned
Terry.
on me in 2 seconds if it was okay. But he's a very rich guy.
Yeah, I've been working hard today.
And
It's raining too.
he said, what are you going to
Big Joe, what up?
today? Like, what are you going to speak? I said, I don't know.
Yep, E-Train, that's what I
just
said.
heard that you have
Let's get
the biggest
200
crowd
likes.
in the history of Cpac. They're all over. By the way, not only this giant room, they're in many hotel rooms all over the place. You're just better at real estate than they are.
Yep. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. But this guy, you all know his name, very rich guy, and he has a problem with a thing called public speaking. If he has to speak to more than like 5 people, he chokes. He can't breathe, you know.
Thanks, Jay
Are
Bird.
you okay? He kills people for a living, meaning mentally and
And
financially.
financially.
But if there's like an audience of 9, it's like. So he said to me, how the hell do you do that? And I said, it's easy. And the reason it's easy, I really mean this. There's so much love in this room.
Thanks, Lisa.
It's easy to talk.
I'm
you
trying.
can talk your heart out. You really can. There's
Kenneth
love in this
Mulvick.
room. You can talk your heart out. It's easy.
Why are you being a punk, man? Don't ruin our fun. Thanks, Terry.
It's easy. It's easy.
Roman hoax. Good
And we've had
point.
that
Sessions appointed
from the
Hoover.
day I came down with your first lady on the escalator in Trump Tower, it's been easy. And you know what? We never had an empty seat. We went out and helped Ted Cruz.
Bobby
we went
Brown,
out
I
and
see
helped
it.
so many people. And I'll tell you what, if we didn't do those 32 rallies, and it wasn't easy, when you're doing rallies with 25, 30,000 people.
Yeah, so we'll stop here. So, yeah, 32 rallies. Again, 32 rallies. And somebody said it amazingly. I forget who it was. I put it in my podcast earlier today that absolutely a 72-year-old man flies around the world to Vietnam, halfway around the world to Vietnam, comes back the next day, and then about 11 o'clock in the morning pours his heart out on the stage in front of Cpac. Not even phased, not even fatigued, nothing. He's killing it. There's no other Democrat that can stand up to this guy. There's a lot of energy coming from Trump, I'm telling you.
In Texas, we had 109,000 people sign up. We used the Houston Rockets Arena. It holds 22,000. Tens of thousands were outside. We were sending notices, please don't come. That's a little different. Usually people are begging.
Russell Grant, yeah, Minecraft's cool.
We never had an empty seat.
My son loves it.
Of course, the Washington Post, a guy named David Weigel, he wrote an article, some arena. No, listen to this. He wrote an article. He got there 4 hours
Later,
later.
Matt.
He took pictures of an empty arena. He then put out a note, something to the effect, not very good crowd size, Mr. President. And I never saw it because I don't follow the guy, but thousands of people that were in that arena.
It was,
that
James. It was a good
with
one.
25,000 people outside that couldn't get in. He got there 4
Scott
or 5
Nay,
hours
yes.
early because he
Creepy
was
Joe is
inside.
lining up for that ass whip, and I agree.
And maybe it's because of the carbon footprint. You think maybe that's, maybe it must be the carbon footprint. He just doesn't want private. But he got there hours early. And, you know.
Yeah, Jamie went to Vietnam and then refueled in Alaska and spoke again.
Virtually nobody. And, you know, whatever it was, 18,000, when you have nobody, it's a little scary looking. So he took pictures. And you know who really
Trump's
got in?
energy is so high. I agree.
Because they were incensed. We had people sitting on the stairwells. We had people sitting in every seat. I don't think we've had an empty seat since we announced. And from the day we came down the escalator, I really don't believe we've had an empty seat at any arena, at any stadium. It's been an incredible thing. And that's why I said,
I hope they don't. I hope CNN
never,
just
ever
collapses
before, and now we have
Thank
to
you, Lisa.
verify it in 2020 with an even bigger victory.
CA's talking about the crowds. Think of the crowds now. Think about in 2020 when he runs again. It's going to be hundreds of thousands of people. Chuck, you're gonna get so tired of winning. You're gonna beg to stop.
And by the way, just to finish that story, Chris, the great Sarah Huckabee and Mercedes, who is incredible.
Love Sarah Huckabee.
Mercedes,
she's greatness.
They always say, you know, they're good people, right? Much better than I am. They always say, don't bring it up. Don't fight. Don't fight. Everyone understands. I said, they don't understand. If I don't explain it, how are they going to understand? So remember the empty arena one, right? And then it was shown, and the Washington Post had to do, and this particular writer had to do I thought he was going to get fired. I mean, if that were a
Bobby Brown says, I saw two people at the grocery store, MAGA hats, both non-white. We're killing it. Yes.
For what he did, because it was fake news. Nobody was in the arena. There were thousands outside.
Steven Delgado, wait a minute. Steven Delgado says he cannot super chat. You should be able to. You should just click it and do it, my friend. My video. Hey, Deborah. Yeah, you can. Thank you, Deborah. James Rohrback. Yeah, I've been to the rally. It was incredible. Thank you, Deborah. I greatly appreciate that. My videos have been getting demonetized because I'm putting out the truth. Steven Delgado. Thank you, my friend, for that. I greatly appreciate it.
They did the same thing at our big inauguration speech.
Yeah, Jan.
You take a look at those crowds.
or Jay
I
on.
watched one of the evening shows that are
Thanks, Lorraine.
ridiculous, how horrible they are, how mean, how horrible. And I watched it by mistake. Then they showed.
I'm 34.
They showed from the White House all the way down. They showed from the they showed there were people, nobody's ever seen it. The Capitol down to the Washington Monument.
Yeah, you did, Stephen.
People, but I saw pictures that there were no people.
Kelly Coca, thank you.
Those pictures were taken hours before, right? And they always mention crowd size. He talks about crowd size. So I'm constantly bugging Mercedes whenever we have a slow moment. I say, Mercedes and Sarah, show them the pictures. Show them and compare them with what they put on television. Those pictures were taken hours before. And remember this also, not that Obama would ever do this, but we had fencing all the way down to the Washington Monument.
Could be.
And it was raining. And it was wet. And the grass was wet. And women.
Jaybird, Texas says, Dems have nothing. Abortion, higher taxes, open borders. They should have no chance. Absolutely.
For the women to make the walk, right?
James Gilbert, good to see you, my friend.
All the way down.
You're ahead of the curve, my friend.
With high heels in many cases. They had to walk all the way down to the Washington Monument and then back. And I looked and I made a speech and I said before I got on, I said to the people that were sitting
E-Train, I agree.
I've never seen anything like this. Look at that crowd. And it was wide. Wide. We had a crowd. I've never seen anything like it. And I have to live.
Roman hoax. They're Nazis. They're fascists. They beat people up who say otherwise against their beliefs. That's Nazism.
Practically no people. It was taken hours before.
Yeah, Paula, I did a podcast on it.
It was a great day. People came from all over.
Very, very good.
People came from all over. So
VR swimmer, how can you even compete with Trump?
Mercedes,
you can't.
Said, sir, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
Democrat Party is done.
And people care. People care. So what I'm going to do is I'll give it to the great one. I'll give it to Mark Levin. And I'll give him the picture. And then I'll show you where they showed just the other day an empty field, like nobody on it. And you'll see the sun, you can see it's very dark because the sun's like starting to rise, right? And you can have some fun. You're going to get big ratings on your show, I'll tell you that. Sunday night, everybody. Sunday night. 10 o'clock, right? Sunday night at 10 o'clock. Thank you.
I wonder how his ratings did. I bet amazing. Well, it would be tonight, rather.
All right, now let's get back into what I'm here for. And don't fall asleep.
Thanks, Richard.
Don't fall asleep, right? Don't fall
asleep. How could any of us fall asleep with his energy?
Said, oh, the speech you made.
For a guy who drinks 12 Diet Cokes a day and eats Taco Bell and KFC and everything,
I said it was
guy's killing it.
They said that was so great.
Yeah, Terry says it's time for Trump supporters to rise and not take shit anymore. I agree.
I said I did. I got great reviews even from some of the really bad ones out there.
Cpac, yeah.
Of course, by the following morning, they had to change
carded.
Because the head people called them. What are you doing? A lot of it's not the people on television. A lot of it's their bosses.
Yeah, so this is key right now. So he's talking about all the television agencies, ABC, NBC, CBS, how he's saying that it's not the correspondents' faults. It's their bosses telling them, feeding them the narrative of what to say. So that's huge, guys. Even Q's talked about that they've got to get rid of these socialistic lifestyles of these people who own the media, the bigwigs who own the media. And we all know who that is. I'm going to leave it at that.
I have to figure out why, Meadows, why that is. Because, if you're building a great country, you have the best employment and unemployment numbers we've ever had. More people are working today in the United States than ever before in the history of our country.
Huge.
And you say, why are they upset by that? Why? Why are they upset by it? We've slashed 30,000 pages of job-killing
Johnny, exactly right.
regulations
Race pimps.
from the Federal Register.
VW Blue
That's
Sky.
an all-time record of the history
Thank
of the
you,
United
friend.
States.
2020.
Even by
We must get
presidents
out
up
and
there
vote.
for
Texas
8
should never
years
go
and in one
blue,
case
but we
more.
can't get lazy. Vote, vote.
We passed the
From
largest
Houston, thank you for the
package
live broadcast.
of
Thank you,
tax
VW. Very
reforms
sweet.
in
Thank you.
American history. And we got rid of the individual mandate, which was a big deal, which should lead to the ending of the disaster known as Obamacare. It should.
Yeah.
The great state of Texas has a
Yeah, don't
case,
focus on
and it was literally based
garbage
on
in the
individual
chats, guys.
mandate. Now that it's gone,
Terry will get rid of
I
it.
don't know how they rule against it. Now we'll have to find out. But that'll soon be up in the Supreme Court of the United States, I hope. And we're going to see what happens. And then we're going to get together.
Yeah,
with
Talib
the
and
Democrats
Omar
and
need to
come
be
up with
removed from the
really
government. They
great
are
help.
plants by
Okay?
Obama. Absolutely.
Really great help.
E-Train.
And one of the other things we did in our tax package is Anwar, perhaps the largest field in the world, oil and gas. I got it approved. And I didn't want to get it approved for a certain reason, because I thought somebody treated me very badly. Very badly. Don't get that vote very often. And I said, you know, I don't want to get it. Then I get a call from a friend of mine. And he's in the oil business. He's not asking for anything. He said,
At what stage in the game do you play the trump card? Q. Yeah, Barbara Perry. What stage?
Hey, and they all call me Mr. President. I have friends that for 35 years. Hey, Don, how you doing? Hey, Donnie.
Roman, he's still posting.
Donnie. For 35 years now, they call Mr. President. Sure.
Ian McCullough, thank you, friend.
How are you?
I greatly
I'm a friend,
appreciate
very rich guy.
that.
Richard
Didn't get the
Lefrak.
notice, Jeff Stewart said. Talon, you follow me on
He
Twitter.
calls me all my life. Hey, Don, how you doing? I've known this guy.
If you follow me on Twitter, you'll
From
get the
kindergarten.
notice.
It's true. Hi, Don, how you doing? How's everything? Now, I got a call the other day. Mr. President, how are you, sir? How are you?
Great Gazoo. Yes, we do stand together.
Call me Donald. Richard, call me Donald. You've known me for, I don't want to say because I don't want my wife to hear the number. But it's true. Actually, that's true.
I love the humility.
That's actually true. Richard came up. He said, I've known your husband for 65 years. I said, don't say that. I say,
He's killing it.
25, 30. Don't say 65 years.
Yeah, I call Terry.
But I said, Richard, call me Donald like you always do. Call me Don. Okay.
Obama hired 3,000 plus spy plants a few months before he left. I agree. Josh Delgado. So what do I think about all this? I believe it all to be true, and I believe we're witnessing history. I believe that with every ounce of my being.
And that wasn't in the script either, Mark. But we're renegotiating right now horrible trade deals that we're cracking down, and we are really doing a number, cracking down on countries that cheat and standing up for the American worker for the first time in many, many decades. Many decades. Our workers have been treated horribly. A country announces they're closing their plant in Michigan or Pennsylvania or Ohio. They're closing. They're closing a plant.
Yeah,
They're
the
gonna move
sealed
to
indictment is
Mexico.
up to
They're gonna move
82,000.
China. They're going to move someplace else. They fire all their workers. And then they sell their cars. No tax. Just make them in Mexico, sell them back to here. No tax, no nothing. Those days are all gone, folks. They're all gone. They're all gone. And in the new deal with Mexico and Canada called the
Thank you, Roman
USMCA,
Hoax. Yeah,
it's
82,000.
very, very hard, prohibitively hard.
Ginger D,
for
just
a
keep
company
trying, my friend.
to fire its 4,000 workers and move to Mexico. Or
We're just
somewhere.
listening to the Cpac.
It's now
just
a
talking
very
about
costly- They can do it, I guess, if they want, but it's costly. It's painful. It used to be almost, I've been talking about this for a long time. I used to say, it's almost like we're giving them an incentive to leave our country. Again, I'm for America first. That wasn't for America first.
Right, America first, man.
And we have great companies that are now moving back to our country. They're coming back in. They're coming back in. And by the way, you know, I'm building the wall. We're finishing the wall. We got a lot of money.
Big Joe, you're kidding me. Big Joe says the chat won't let him post the flag.
And there'll be some people in the room that don't like this. We're down to 3.7% unemployment, the lowest number in a long time. But think of this. I got all these companies moving in.
BR Swimmer, yeah, inhuman trafficking, I agree.
We have to bring people into our country to work at these great plants that are opening up all over the place. This was not necessarily what I was saying during the campaign, because I never knew we would be as successful as we've been. Companies are roaring back into our country, and now we want people to come in. We need workers,
but I can't do it now once I've started the stream.
Come in legally, and they've got to come in through merit.
It's like radio.
Merit.
We can't go old school. Are you being serious that this won't allow you to post the flag?
They have to be people that can help us. They have to be people that can love our country, not hate our country. We have people in Congress.
Here we go.
Right now, we have people in Congress that hate our country.
That's insane.
And you know that. And we can name every one of them if they want. They hate our country. Sad. It's very sad. When I see some of the things being made.
The phone number is for when we do call-in shows, but today's not a call-in show. We'll do one later about 8 o'clock, okay? After this, I'll eat some dinner, and then I'll come back on. And we can all hang out and call in and talk about Q posts or whatever.
And find out, how did they do in their country? Just ask them, how did they do? Did they do well? Were they succeeding? Just ask that question.
No, they were doing bad in their other countries.
It's terrible that he brings that up, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'll bring it up. How did they do in their country? Not so good.
No, Terry, I couldn't see your flag either.
But we need workers. We have to bring in workers. One other thing, because we have a lot of people here that are important people in terms of votes. We have some senators. We have some congressmen. When a senator tells us that he's a free trader, so am I. I'm a fair trader. I'm a free trader. But when a senator said we can't do tariffs.
Hey, John 48, what's up, dude?
Or at a minimum, we're able to use this tremendous power that I found. Tremendous, old stuff. Nobody even knew it existed. I'm able to use it at a minimum to negotiate great and fair trades. They wouldn't be talking to us because it's so one-sided. Last year we lost 800. This is for many years.
Yeah, Terry, I can't see your flag.
$800 billion.
Yeah, Bobby Brown, they're censoring it.
You can't do that. And now we're making great trade deals. But when some of the senators, good people, I think they're good people.
Lucy says American flag not allowed to post from South Africa. She can't even get it here.
Very high tariff nation. They charge us a lot. When we send a motorcycle.
Kevin Chastain, what's up, man?
100% tariff. They charge 100%. When India sends a motorcycle.
No TS.
We brilliantly charge them nothing. So I want a reciprocal tax, or at least I want to charge a tax. It's called a mirror tax, but it's a reciprocal tax.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. A little tired.
I've had a lot of
editing
Lindsey
today.
Graham. I said, Lindsey, it's not his thing necessarily. It's not the thing that he's most adept at, but he's adept and he's smart. I said, Lindsey, if they charge us 100, I like a reciprocal. They charge us, we charge them. He goes, that makes sense to me. And then he gets on to judiciary and things that, frankly, he likes and finds very interesting. But he's a smart guy. And
yeah, let's get to 200 likes, guys.
forget.
Jeff Stewart says there were 150 likes. Let's get to 200, please.
A long time. I did a bad description. It's so easy. They charge 100, we charge nothing. Now we have reciprocal, so it's 100. But what happens now for those that really think about tariffs and don't like tariffs for whatever reason it might be, and that's okay. What's going to happen is, in many cases,
oh, you're too sensitive. You don't like tariffs.
Okay? It's going to happen. That's going to.
You know how much that will profit Americans?
But you have to start working on some of the senators that say, I can't approve this.
It's dark out there.
I said, you know what? I want to just charge India as an example. I'm using it, but India is a very high tariff nation. I mean, nobody knows it because nobody knows what they're doing in Washington. But India is a very, very high tariff nation, and they charge tremendous.
Thanks, D-Doll. Thank you.
So they charge.
Thanks, Marco.
So I say,
definitely leave a like, and if you guys want to donate, you can donate by going to Super Chat or my PayPal or Patreon. Up to about 50-something Patreons, which is really good. Because every one of my videos gets demonetized.
They're charging us 100.
I put a lot of work into that stuff.
I want to charge them 25, and I feel so foolish charging 25 because it should be 100. But I'm doing 25 only because of you. I want to get your support, sir. That's not free trade. Where do these people come from? Where do they come from? Where? Where do they come from?
They come from the belly of the swamp.
I need your help, the voters' help.
Yes.
Where do they come from?
Don't be sissies. Get out there and vote.
So it can only be one of two or three things. Number one, I know
PayPal.
They're very smart people. I know they are. And I even like some of them. But they're smart. So we take that out of the equation. So even, and
Here's
I know
my
they
Patreon.
don't have evil intention.
If you want to help me out.
And the other thing could be, I guess.
I would greatly appreciate it.
These companies are all owned by people. And these people are very generous. Campaign contributions, they're very, very generous people. Can that be possible? I don't think so.
That's a good point right there, guys.
Because
he's talking about kickbacks.
We can't allow a country to charge us 100%, and we get nothing for the same exact product. For one thing, they don't respect us. They think we're stupido. They don't respect us.
Correct.
But let me tell you something. The world respects our country again. They respect
Absolutely.
us. And America is now booming like never before. Other countries
Jamie Q is a stand-up comedian. He's amazing.
Other countries are doing very poorly, and that makes it even harder for us.
Do you think that was so we'll pause it again. So what do you think about that when he said stupido? Do you think that was code for anything, or you think he was just, running off the mouth, going off the cuff? Also he's talking about the people that basically were getting kickbacks. These other countries were getting kickbacks, which is crazy. Weird stuff. I don't know if that was, I could be looking into it a little too hard with the stupido thing, but
plus we have a gentleman that likes raising interest
Jeff
rates.
Stewart, thank you, my friend. Greatly appreciate that.
We have a gentleman that loves quantitative tightening in the Fed. We have
talking about
a
the
gentleman
Fed
that likes a very strong dollar in the Fed. So with all of those things, and we want a strong dollar, but let's be reasonable.
Of course we do.
With all of that, we're doing great. Can you imagine if we left interest rates where they were? There's no inflation, essentially. There's no inflation. Can you imagine if we left interest rates where they were? If we didn't do quantitative tightening, taking money out of the market.
Yeah, he's talking about strangling out the Federal Reserve. That's what he's... D-Doll, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Very kind of you. Thank you.
But I want a dollar that's going to be great for our country.
Thanks, Jeff. I try my best, my friend.
That it is prohibitive for us to be dealing with other nations and
quantitative tightening. I believe he's talking about strangling out of the Fed. Yes, Krabby 1212. Correct. Roman
Since the
hoax. The
election,
Federal Reserve is raising.
we've created
Is it
a
raining?
number.
The Federal
that I would've
Reserve
said during
is
the
raising its
campaign.
rates to crash Trump's economy.
The
Correct.
fake newsers back there would have said this is crazy. 5.3 million new jobs, including
We need to go
over
back. Yeah.
now.
This is an interesting topic real quick. Exactly. So James Rohrbeck says, yeah, gold standard. Roman Hoax says the Fed is raising rates to try and crash Trump's economy. Yes, they are the enemy. And like I said before, if you bring all of that debt, that money that we've given the Federal Reserve, we bring that back into the U.S. Treasury, trillions of dollars, that it boils down to about $400 to $500,000 per person in the United States. It's not a stretch.
600,000 beautiful, brand new manufacturing jobs that were never going to come back to our country. These are jobs that were never coming back to us. Remember? Not to talk badly about the other administration, but if that theory went forward with crooked Hillary winning the election, instead of being up almost 50% with the stock market,
Snicker Pie, thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. Thank you for being such an amazing, loyal, hardworking patriot, keeping us patriots informed worldwide. We are the news.
Nearly 5 million Americans that have been lifted off of food stamps. Nobody ever.
Me and Red Pill 78 talk a lot. We talk a lot, and I was speaking with him last night, telling him that, you know,
the unemployment rate.
I went on his stream yesterday, if you guys didn't know, for a little bit, and just to say hello and to listen a little bit. And we're the news. We were messaging each other on Twitter, and definitely once the MSN falls, you're gonna have these YouTubers coming up and taking care of what the news should be, truthful. Hence, true reporting.
And African-American income has reached an all-time high. So when I'm on the debate stage with one of these maniacs.
Yes. Then that's what they are, maniacs.
Trains to Hawaii. How do you get to Europe? We haven't figured that one out yet. We don't use airplanes anymore. You saw what I'm doing in California, right? They have a fast train. The fast train.
Yeah, Bubby, I noticed that.
Goes from San Francisco to Los Angeles. It's over budget by
Snicker Pie, yeah.
So they have a great idea. The new governor, nice guy. Yes, nice guy. When I'm with him face to face, nice. When he speaks about me, not so nice. But face to face, he loves me.
You understand where I'm coming from, those guys, right?
He actually did 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks. So he'll probably deny it. But check the phone records at the White House. Everybody else does. Check it. Check it. Call me up 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Roman Hoax, we are the news now. We're also the news.
The management of the forest is very bad.
Well said. I like that.
You got to get those forests. We can't keep sending billions and billions and losing hundreds of lives, more importantly. Got to clean it up. It's called management. When a tree falls, you can't let the environmentalists say you can't take that tree out. It becomes like a matchstick, that tree. It hits a flame, it goes up. The leaves, every once in a while, you have to remove the leaves because they are so. A guy smoking a cigarette, he throws it away. He doesn't mean it. The thing catches on fire. We'll lose 400,000 acres and people are killed.
This is another good point. So basically, he's just talking about California with the trees being down and they don't maintain their land and their forestry. That's where they get all these government funding cash that goes nowhere to the American people. It goes into the pockets of the politicians. I have a couple shirts left. I wear it sometimes. It's probably for the ladies though. True reporting. And on the back, QAnon 17. But it says true reporting, where we go one, we go all, and it's got the Palmetto flag because I'm from South Carolina. But it's cool. It's expensive to make though, so I'd have to have a lot of people telling me that they would want more for me to do it. And I could do whatever design I want to.
But he called me up the other day, recently, let's say 4 weeks ago or so. I just want to tell you, you're a great president, and you're one of the smartest people I've ever met. That's what he said. Now, that's what he said. Will he admit it? No, I doubt it. But that's what he said.
Thanks, Awaken
And
One.
you're doing a great job. And then
Thanks,
he did
Roman.
start talking about, in all fairness, additional money for the fire, which is it's okay.
He's calling him out.
That's okay. We have great.
He's calling dude out right
him.
there.
Gavin Newsom. I like him.
Gavin Newsom only praises Trump
But,
when he wants money.
They say things, politicians, they say things.
Oh, too expensive, D-Doll. I have to do it in bundle packages.
It's just like, where did that guy come from? Where did he come from? But everyone in this great country right now, because of our great new economy, is doing well, except, of course, for the never Trumpers. But they are on mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Mouth to mouth.
They're dying. They're dying out there, Donnie. They're dying, Donnie.
Mouth to mouth. They're hanging in there, a couple of them. I mean, these guys have gotten me.
I want to meet the
Not
president
only
and call him
Trumpers,
Donnie.
You have never Trumpers, you have certain hard line. They're basically dishonest people because, look, let's face it. Whether you like me or not, if my name is Smith instead of Trump, and if you told him I put in over 100 federal judges, it'll soon be 145 federal judges and 2 Supreme Court judges and 17 appellate division judges, that we've got the best economy maybe in our history, that we've got the best employment numbers and unemployment numbers in our history, that we've cut more regulations
Randy Krause,
in 2 years
yes.
than any
The dying
president has
Donnie.
ever done, whether it's 4, 8, or beyond. That we've taken care of our military.
Oh, I know I'll meet him.
$1.7 billion. Think of that.
Y'all having fun? This is fun.
Think of what we did.
If the weather's crappy,
Think of what we did
This is
with our
fun.
military.
bunch of
Think of the
patriots chilling on the
numbers that we
internet
have
watching
for our
Trump.
military. We have
Can't beat it,
numbers
guys. If you're enjoying it,
nobody's
hit
ever
the
heard
thumbs
these
up.
numbers before. And you know, part of the problem that we have, because I'm a Coast Guard, but and you are all Coast Guarders, but we have to take care of our military. We have to. $700 billion we spent, and that was the first year. And then the second year, $716 billion. Now, I have no choice. I'd like to spend much less. Obama was spending much less, but our military was being depleted. He was fighting in endless wars. They never end. And by the way, as of probably today or tomorrow, we will actually have 100% of the caliphate in Syria, 100%.
Joe Martinez says he just said 17 appellate judges. Nice. I think it's the second or third time
And
he
we'll leave a
said
small
17.
group of guys and gals, but we want to bring
Jamie
our
Q,
people
good.
back home. We want to bring our people back home. It's time.
Yes.
In these wars, we're going to be in Syria for 4 months. We ended up 5 years.
Nope.
This is fighting. They just like to fight. We want to fix our country. We want to fix our bridges, our highways, our roads,
Infrastructure.
our schools. We want to fix our country up. It's time. It's time. But I was told by a general who I had to fire. I said, General, how long before we get 100% of the caliphate? He said, sir, 2 years. I said, I can't take it 2 years.
Nope.
And then I flew to Iraq. First time I left the White House, because I stayed in the White House for months and months, because I wanted the Democrats to get back from their vacations from Hawaii.
Trolling again.
And I figured it would
They're
look good if
lazy
I
out
stayed
in
the White
Hawaii.
House so that people all love me and
Puerto
vote for
Rico
me.
too.
I figured it would look good. So I stayed in the White House. And I'll tell you what, I was there. I told my wife,
Time travel. What's up, buddy?
enjoy your Christmas. I stayed for Thanksgiving. I said,
Roman, thank you, my friend. Where are you from, Roman?
For a long time, months.
UK?
Months. I had cabin fever in the White House. But if you've got to have cabin fever, that's the place to do it, okay? But I was there, I don't know, for a number of months, through Christmas, I spent my New Year's all by myself. Don't cry.
Don't cry.
It was me and about 500 men and women outside with machine guns. I never saw so many beautiful looking machine guns.
Hope Kennedy, now I'm near Columbia.
I'd say, man, they sit in the trees. They sit on the lawn. I told people, I'm in this massive, people don't know how big the White House. First of all, it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. It's really, I made a lot of money with luxury. This building,
no, Jay, I never did it, man.
1799, which of course, when President Xi comes, I say 1799. Like
dual citizen,
Like
E-Train.
a brand new house.
You're a Flyers fan, too.
In China, they go back.
I like the Flyers.
They go back 8,000 years. So that's.
Snicker
that's
Pie,
like
yeah.
Like
if you guys are enjoying it, you can definitely hit the super chat. I would greatly appreciate it.
For months and months. Except.
Oh, good, with 200 likes.
I took a day off. I flew to a lovely place called Iraq.
I love this story.
I flew at night, and I got there at night.
Yeah, D-Dog, they got to take the black pill. They get a little depressed. They'll get over it.
All of the lights in the plane are going off. I say, what?
Tornadoes hit Alabama. That's coming to me.
I said, what about the shades? Well, we want it better than that, maybe like this. So we turned the lights off, put the shades down. This is a big.
Yeah, I get dry mouth, man.
And we're landing, and I go up and I look. And I've landed. I like to sit with pilots. I respect people that know what they're doing, and these are the best in the world. I really do.
You get a hard time. You get a hard time for being a Flyers fan. They're like Bash brothers, man, back in the day, right?
We're landing in
played dirty and hit the hell out of everybody. I love it.
There's no runway. No, sir, the runway's right up there. Sir. I say, I don't see it. I have pretty good vision.
No, I'm South Carolina here.
At least for my age, I have good vision. I guess for my age, I have great vision, but I don't have vision like a 35-year-old captain. He said, no, it's right up there. I said, I'm sorry.
I'm good, E-Train. Thank you, buddy.
How about this? Should we lift off and try to get captain? There's no runway. Anyway, he said, right up there. Now we land. There's practically no lights. These are little pin spots. And I said, think of this. We spent
Broad Street Bullies, yes.
$1 trillion.
I got a cell phone, guys. I'm good.
We can't land a plane with the lights on.
$7 trillion. That's a huge. He's trying to red pill a lot of people. $7 trillion spent on fake wars, on wars that are perpetrated or that were created by the deep state. And we can't even fly in there with lights on in our planes. So these wars were never supposed to end. People were continuously supposed to die. And the negative energy from these wars was supposed to be palpitating throughout the entire global consciousness. Let that sink in.
Seriously, how bad is it? How bad is it? $7 trillion and we have to fly in with no lights. But I met some incredible people. Think
of all that negativity and sadness coming from these wars into the global consciousness.
And I was upset with
There's a purpose behind that, my friends.
I want the job done. I want to bring our people back home.
South Carolina's supposed to get bad ginger?
Not fair.
Let me check my phone.
So I met generals I didn't know. General 1, General 2, General 3. I mean, these generals, there's no person in Hollywood that could play the role. These guys are like perfect people. I said, what's your name? Sir, my name is Raisin. What the hell kind of a name? I said, Raisin, like the fruit? He goes, yes, sir, Raisin. What's your last name? Kane, Raisin Kane. I said, you got to be Kane.
He's killing it.
Raisin Kane. I just made him a big star. Just like I did with Mattis when I said, I'm going to give you a new nickname. It's chaos is not a good
Damaging winds, large hail, and possibly a tornado with some storms.
Called him Mad Dog. But it wasn't
Chance of rain, 100%,
well.
10 to 20 mile per hour winds. Jesus.
Well. So what happened is I flew to Iraq. I wanted to meet the people on the site because I learn more sometimes from soldiers.
Holy smokes, yeah, it's about to happen now.
I do. I hate to say it. I tell that to the generals all the time. But I didn't have to go there. I didn't have to go there. because I meet.
Hope my
and I
power
landed
doesn't go
this
out.
Airport, the most incredible thing. We must have spent $3 billion.
James Warback, yes. This is a holy war, good versus evil.
I said, well, how do we leave this thing? So I have Raising Cane, 3 other generals, colonels, sergeants.
Somebody needs to make a
"Bring the
Raising Cane
cameras,
Twitter
I'm gonna
handle.
make a movie. This is the most incredible thing."
South Carolina.
And I said to the general,
Wild Tangent. Oh, excuse me. Wakeland.
Listen.
Wild Tangent, good to see you.
we got to get out. I want to know, why is it going to take 2 years to knock
I live
off
in
2
South
or 3 or
Carolina.
4%, which is what
Really bad storms coming
It
this way.
won't, sir. I said, tell me why it won't. It won't, sir. If we attack them in a different manner, we can do it much faster.
I'm good, Joe.
Okay, General Raising Cane, how fast can, sir, we can have it totally finished in 1 week. I said, 1 week? I was told 2 years.
Barbara
1
Perry
week.
says, I have a real,
That's
Raising
right, sir.
Cane is a real person. I have the
We're only
transcript
hitting them
interview
from
of
a
Major
temporary
Dan
basic
Raising
period.
Cane.
And
Wow.
if you gave us permission, we could hit him from the back, from the side, from all over, from the base that you're right on right now, sir.
Yeah,
They won't
Deborah
know
Goldstein.
what the hell hit him. They won't know what the hell hit him, sir.
Cold front.
And I said, why didn't my other generals tell me that? Why didn't they tell me that? I said, did you tell them that? Not our place to say it, sir. They come in from Washington, sir. We have to take orders. You're the first one to ask us our opinion. True, true.
He was the first president to ask these
No.
generals their opinion on what to do.
So I went back and I said, I'm going to get back to you soon. Raisin, I think you're great.
I became aware of
I
Q
like you,
through
Raisin
the other guy that helps me with this channel.
But I did say, I said,
He's
well,
behind
hey,
the scenes.
listen, we're in
Jason
Iraq.
Ming.
Isn't that very far away from?
I'll
I
post
just
it if
made
you
a
guys
very
want to
short
follow
time, so
him.
I flew right in. Of course, he's taking a plane that goes 2,000 miles an hour. But incredible.
2,000 miles
What
an
you
hour.
learn from being on the site. My father was a builder. He always used to say, nobody ever got rich by sitting behind their desk.
Nope.
So
Can't sit on your thumb. You got to get out there and do the job, which Trump has done.
he'd say, you got to be on this site. You got to be with the contractors. You got to see if they're ripping you off. You got to collect every nail that's dropped. Every piece of wood, you can sell it. You got to be on the site. You got to see while they're building, while they're under construction, is that wall straight or if it's crooked? And you have to fix it before they build it, not after they build it when you rip everything.
That's the guy right there. That's
You
who
don't
helps
get
me.
rich by sitting behind a desk, so I didn't want to do that. And I'm in the White House and I was lonely. I said, let's go to Iraq. And I had a hell of a meeting in Iraq. And I'll tell you, those generals, not just Raisin Cane, General King, those generals were great. They were great. They knew their stuff. They were gung.
Yes, J.R. Scott. It's simple. Trump said these people are sick. Q plus. Yep.
I mean, it's incredible. They had a master sergeant there. I could take him right now, bring him to Hollywood, make a military
Lucy's
movie,
in
and
South
he's the star of the
Africa.
movie. That
Thank you
happened
for
once
stopping
before,
by.
you
I
know,
greatly
that
appreciate it. Military times is 9:45 over there.
sergeant
Have a
drill
wonderful
sergeant.
night.
To teach some
Keep in
actor
touch with us, okay?
how to be a drill
Follow me
sergeant.
on Twitter.
The drill sergeant
True
was so
reporting.
incredible that he ended up starring in the movie, and he should have gotten the Academy Award, by the way, but he didn't. That's because Hollywood discriminates against our people. You know the movie I'm talking about, right?
I
What
think
was
right
that
there he's
movie?
talking about
You know the
Full
movie.
Metal Jacket.
But while we're making great strides, and our country is doing as well and maybe in many ways better than it's ever done before, Democrat lawmakers are now embracing socialism. They want to replace individual rights with total
Yeah, I was with
government.
definitely with FBI and on.
Just this
I was
week,
following
more
that.
than 100 Democrats in Congress
That's what
signed up
that
for
and
a
the
socialist takeover
WikiLeaks.
of American.
But I was there right when Q
radical
posted the first day.
government-run
And this channel's been around
Wow.
since January
You call
1st,
it
2017.
would lead to colossal tax increases.
So about a month and a
like
half
you've never seen before.
After Q started.
And take away private coverage from over 180 million Americans.
Arlie
We
Ermy.
have some
Yeah,
great
that dude was
private coverage,
awesome.
And we've initiated
Saving Silverman too.
plans, like the new
Great movie.
cooperative
One of my favorite movies.
where you get better insurance than Obama.
I don't really watch movies anymore, but back in the day, it was one of my favorite.
But
yeah, he
perhaps
passed.
nothing is more extreme than the Democrats' plan to completely take over American energy and completely destroy America's economy.
What?
Through
Cheryl Betts. There's a movie called Raising Cain about mind
Green
control and
New
stealing
Deal.
children.
Under the Green New Deal, which somebody described as a high school term paper written by a poor student.
I know what it is. Park 075.
It's true. Who would believe it?
That's not his real name.
It's so bad. But I'll be honest with you, folks. I said, it's Saturday morning.
Danuta, that is not his real name.
Spend time. He said, yeah, would you do that?
Are
By the
you
way, everybody
a
okay?
Hurricane fan
haven't
or
seen
into
anybody.
hockey that much? I used to love hockey,
I
buddy.
haven't seen anybody.
I used to have the NHL network.
I know one thing. If Mark Levin gets up and leaves, I'll finish very quickly.
About 2012,
I haven't
2000.
seen anyone leaving. Nobody.
From about 2010 to 2012, I had the NHL network.
Because a lot of times,
Loved it.
Well, one time the press said, people left. Yeah, you know where they went to? The bathroom, and then they came back. 2 people. They showed 2 empty seats in a stadium of 19,000. They showed 2 empty seats. The people left right in front of me. And I said, oh, man, maybe this isn't a good job I'm doing. Then they came back. They went to the bathroom. And a certain fake news deal showed a picture on the front page of these 2 empty seats. They said Trump had empty seats. We never have empty seats. The Green New Deal would
Jamie Q, no, I'm not affiliated with anybody.
American oil, natural gas,
Grassroots.
coal, and nuclear power industries.
I made this
Of
myself.
which we're now the leader in the world. We're the biggest now in the world because of moves that I've made. Happened over the last 2 years, by the way.
Long John, I
We're
believe
trying
he
to
asked, do you think
speed up pipelines in
long
Texas,
pointless
which
wars are
would have taken
kept
15 years
were to keep our strongest men away from home so the weak
When
are
that
easier
happens, we'll go
manipulated?
with
No, I think it was
probably
to
another 30 to 40%.
get money.
Need pipeline approval. We're gonna have it
and
very
to
quickly. It would have taken. It was going to be a
definitely
14 to 15 year process.
push out negativity
We'll pick up
into
30 to 40%.
the
Their plan would
collective
remove
consciousness
every gas-powered
to keep
car
us nervous and afraid. Fear.
from American roads.
Fear is very weaponized right now.
They want you to have 1 car instead of 2, and it should be electric. Okay, so tell people no more cars, no more cars.
Jim
I think the
Acosta
auto
should
industry's
get a
not
rock
gonna
bottom.
do this plan. What do you think, Meadows? How's this? Will the auto industry be good? I don't.
E-Train, you think golf
It's
is?
not looking good. I think maybe you're going to see some bad stock prices if that.
I'm a
passes.
huge golf
It
fan.
would end air
E-Train.
travel. But you'll get on a train. Don't worry about it. You just have to cross up about 90.
Bobby Brown, when did you hear
And
that?
it would force the destruction or renovation.
Did he say that?
Of virtually every.
He asked me, but I did not agree to
New York
anything.
City would have to rip down buildings and rebuild them again. I don't think so.
Ginger D, it's just raining.
This is the craziest plan. And yet I see senators that are there for 20 years, white hair.
I don't have white hair.
See, I don't have white hair. I don't have white hair. Now I see these white hairs, longtime senators standing behind this young woman, and she's ranting and raving like a lunatic. And these senators, yes, I agree with this. Yes, I agree. The crazy female senator from the state of Ohio,
Snafu, what is
the
up?
state of Hawaii.
You email it to me? Thank you.
She's like a crazy person. What she said about men is so bad. What she said about men is so bad. But she's standing in the hallway. And she didn't know too much about the plan because she can't understand that.
Oligarchs,
Probably
yes.
smart.
We are sovereign. I'm into that.
Now, this is the senator from Hawaii. And they're saying to her, what do you think? Well, I don't know how people are going to get to Hawaii, but I'm in favor.
Bernie is a bum.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. So she's in favor of the plan.
They were going to kill him. They're going to kill his grandkids if he
You
didn't
won't be able to
comply.
get to-
I guarantee
We'll
it.
go back to votes. This is the new Democrat platform for the, and I don't want to talk them out of it.
Jinsu9
I don't-
says Bernie Sanders still comes
This
here
is
with
a
a
killer.
balloon. Very
I
good.
got to get off this subject.
Oh, you said,
I
do
want
you
them
DM'd
to
it to me or
embrace
you
this
just
plan. I want
tweeted
them
it?
to go and sell this plan. I just want to be the Republican that runs against them. Could that?
Okay, yeah, Bobby. Just he asked me, and I like Dustin. I do. None of us really know each other. We're all. I don't know. I mean, I don't know these guys really well. I don't know if these other guys are linked up, but
this speech should have been delivered 1 year from now, not now. Damn it.
Damn it.
Because they're going to get together. They're going to say, this guy's really laying for us. I should have saved the Pocahontas thing for another year. Because I've destroyed her political career, and now I won't get a chance to run against her. And I would.
E-Train, I agree. What do you think about golf? You never answered my question.
I don't want to.
You think golf is predetermined?
All of the good stuff and end up with somebody that's actually got talent. That would be bad.
Well, tangent, very funny. I forgot who said that. It was very funny.
The green.
Yeah, Nemos. I like Dustin.
Respect it greatly.
Oh, Bubby, thank you.
It should be part of the dialogue of the next election.
Bernie is a curmudgeon.
And I think it has tremendous promise and tremendous potential for the future of our country.
Troll.
Socialism is not about the environment. It's not about justice.
It's
not about virtue.
I agree, my friend.
Socialism is about only one thing. It's called power for the ruling class.
Absolutely. And that's what we've basically been pushed into, is just a ruling class. We, the people, rule. The power needs to be restored to us, which is what POTUS is doing. Phil Klein brings up something. Is Bernie like socialism, so should move to Venezuela? John, yeah, Jordan Sather's been nice to me, yes. I know he's a busy guy. He's a filmmaker. So he's a good guy. How do you spell that, curmudgeon? I don't know how to spell it. Phil Klein, I'm going to start a GoFundMe account to send Bernie to Venezuela. He wouldn't last 20 minutes. Yeah. You guys need to look up Bernie Sanders talking about how he thought Castro was good and how socialism works, and he's just putting down America. You can find that on YouTube, friends.
Look at what's happening in Venezuela and so many other places.
I get along with everybody.
All of us are here today because we know that the future does not belong to those who believe in socialism.
That's right. But just keep your eyes open for people like those channels. Just be wary of those.
And I heard yesterday a great speech from our Vice President, Mike Pence, talking about this very subject and talking about it.
The feeling is mutual, my friend. Says he loves all patriots and Anons worldwide.
The future belongs to those who believe in freedom.
Hope Kennedy, yes.
I have said it before and I'll say it again. America will never be a socialist country. Ever.
You can email it to me. You can say it on here while tangent. I'm looking at the chat.
Young Americans. I love young Americans. Speaking of young Americans, Candace, stand up.
Talking about Candace Owens right here?
Candace is getting married.
Candace Owens, right?
You've been incredible. Thank you. Your whole group has been great. You're getting married. Seems like
KK, what's up?
Congratulations. You've been so great. Thank you very much, Candace. Thanks. And Charlie, what a job you're doing. Where's Charlie? Where's Charlie?
No, Cody, I would not.
Where's Charlie, Kirk? Because he has done an incredible job. Thank you very much, Charlie.
Roman, I'm pretty sure that's what he was talking about, right?
But young Americans like you are leading the revival of American liberty, sovereignty, and self-determination in the face of left-wing intolerance.
Yep.
The anger, the unbelievable anger, I see it every day. Fortunately for you,
if you're having fun, click the like button, please.
You have the courage to speak,
just chilling
to do what is right,
fellow Anons, right?
And to fight
fellow
for
patriots.
What you believe.
This is how it should be done. It's very relaxing.
We reject oppressive speech codes, censorship, political correctness, and every other attempt by the hard left to stop people from challenging ridiculous
D-Doll, yeah, Trump
Pence
sounds like trumpets.
These ideas are dangerous. Instead, we believe in free speech.
Patriot Mom, Carnival false flag? What do you mean? Carnival cruise ship?
On campus. And by the way, there's a young gentleman with us today.
Cody, yes, I would jump. Thank you, Terry.
There's a young gentleman. I turned on my television the other day, and I saw somebody that was violent.
SMC, thank you. Very kind of you.
Violently punched. And I said, that's disgusting. By a bully, I'd like to do a lot of things, but of course we would never do that. Because if I ever said violence, they would say, Donald Trump attacked. No, no, no. Just for the media. I'm sure he's a lovely young man. Just had a little temper tantrum.
Put name here. Hold my doodle. What is up, my friend? Thank you for subscribing. Please leave a like on this video and hang out. Thank you, dude. Or ma'am. I can't tell.
His name is Hayden Williams.
Hayden Williams took a punch for all of us. Dude got
Where's Hayden? Blasted. Where is he? Where is he? Hayden, come up here, please. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. So, at the Leadership Institute, we're committed to making campuses great again. I thank you so much for bringing me up here to let me speak. It's great. It's great that I'm being recognized, and but there's so many conservative students across the country who are.
That executive order for free speech on campuses is huge.
They dare to speak up on campus, so. I'm glad that we could bring this.
Yeah, D-Doll, he's going to be wealthy because he's going to sue the state and sue the university. He's probably going to make millions.
Had their way, it would put our Constitution through the paper shredder in a heartbeat. So it's as important now than ever to work at Leadership Institute and campus reform.
Put name here, man. Just come here, live here.
To the public.
Yeah, Roxy, 16.
It's as important now as ever. And these students do it because they have a love of our nation and freedom and frankly a love for you, Mr. President. So if you keep defending us, we'll keep defending you. Thank you. Stay here for a second. So here's the one thing. I was going to call him, but I don't have to now. I see him here. But here's the one thing. I learned a number of things. First of all, he could take a punch. Muhammad Ali could take a punch. He can take a punch. Because you weren't going to go down no matter how. That was a hell of a hard punch. He was a strong guy. But you know what? You've got yourself a great lawyer. I know your lawyer. She is a great lawyer.
I will, Walt.
Just tell her to do me a favor. Sue him, but he's probably got nothing. But sue him forever. But sue the college, the university. And maybe sue the state. Ladies and gentlemen, he took a hard punch in the face.
Thanks, bud.
For all of us. Remember that. He took a punch for all of us. And we can never allow that to happen.
No. David Hammer, thanks, buddy.
Here is, in closing with Hayden, here's the good news. He is going to be a very wealthy young man. That's okay. Go get him, Hayden. Today, I'm
Yeah,
proud to
Radical
announce
Beast
that I
sued the
will
hell
be
out of the state.
very soon signing an executive order requiring colleges and universities to support free speech if they want federal research.
That's huge.
If they want our dollars and we give it to them by the billions, they've got to allow.
True, you gotta
people
check it out,
like
man. It's
Hayden
spreading
and
fast.
many
NBC
other
first to
great young
publish.
people and
Send me the
old
link,
people
Snafu. Is that what you sent me?
to speak. Free
Should I do a video on it? Josie Wales, what's up, buddy?
And if they don't, it will be very costly. That'll be signed very soon. Every day we're restoring common sense and the timeless values that unite us all. We believe in the Constitution and the rule of law. We believe in the First Amendment right. And we believe in religious liberty.
Yes, babe, it's all true. Listen to E-Train.
And we believe strongly
He's a
in
smart
the
man.
Second Amendment and the right to keep and bear arms.
Snafu,
Which
thank
is
you.
under siege,
Perfect.
folks. They have a lot of plans. It's under siege. Be careful.
Phil Smith, what's up?
But I'll protect you. I promise you that. I'll protect you.
It shouldn't be any
Because it
buffering.
all has to come through my office. And we hopefully are going to be here for 6 more years, so you're in good shape.
Longer than that. The last president.
We believe in the American dream, not in the socialist nightmare.
Nope.
And we
And it is a
believe in the
nightmare.
words of our national motto, in God we trust.
America's back. I'm telling you.
Every day my presidency will
Rockland,
defend
thanks for calling in,
American
dude.
families.
Please leave a message.
We will
Or please
defend
leave a message.
America's
Please,
workers, our
leave a
great,
like.
great, cherished workers that now we're taking care of. They're not losing their jobs. We're creating those jobs. We're not letting those companies destroy their lives.
Phil Smith, I'm taking calls at 8 o'clock.
We
We're
will
just watching and
defend
hanging out right now.
the American way of life, and we will
8 o'clock.
always defend America's borders, because without borders, as I've said many times before, we don't have a country.
No borders, no country. Absolutely.
The lawless chaos.
All these
Our
declassifications
southern
are going to
border
lead
provides a
everything back
lucrative cash
to the
flow
Vatican. I'm telling
to
you,
some of the
it's going to
most
engulf
dangerous
everything.
criminal
It's going to be amazing.
organizations on the planet. Deadly cartels constantly, daily, hourly violate our borders to flood our cities with drugs that kill thousands and thousands of our citizens violently. What are these people talking about when they talk about the border? Keep it open. Keep what open? Have you been there? Have you seen? I just got back. I've been there many times.
Stone Cold Killer says, where is everyone going to go if the internet or a lot of tree
But I have
channels
to
get
tell
shut
you, our
down?
Border Patrol,
You stay with your
our ICE
family.
agents, our law enforcement, the job they
Then you
do,
stand your
and
ground.
they don't have the backup of a wall in many cases.
Chris Kringle, yes. What's
the
up,
job
buddy?
they do is
Cpac
incredible.
was amazing. We're just going over it again. It's just fun.
These ruthless cartels terrorize innocent communities on both sides of the border and spread instability throughout our hemisphere. When I was there 2 weeks
D.
ago,
Dahl says
26 people were
declassification
killed.
day. Can
Good
we put that on the
testimony
calendar as a national
of the
holiday?
real
It should
brand.
be.
Sounds nice, right? The real brand. Rough.
David Hammer is a book.
26 people were killed, and they were buried right
The
near
last president.
where I was standing.
You could probably get for about
The paper
$8,
doesn't
$10
write about it,
on
but it's
Amazon.
just like-
It's very interesting.
In the last 2 years alone, ICE officers
Well, D-Doll, I'm sorry.
made
You're here with us. You're not alone.
266,000 arrests. Think
Or
about
by
that.
yourself, rather.
Think of that. Arrests. I'm not talking about people coming in. I'm talking, they went out and arrested 266,000 people who have criminal records, and in some cases for murder. Who the hell wants to do that? Thank God they're doing it, because I don't want to do it.
Nobody wants to
It's
do it.
dangerous.
It's so
It's hard,
dangerous.
but they love
Dude,
our
I respect
country.
those people
And
so
they're
much.
tough people, but they love our country. Including those charged or convicted of approximately 100,000 assaults, 30,000 sex crimes, 25,000 burglaries, 4,000 kidnappings,
These numbers are crazy.
and 4,000 violent murders. These are people that ICE is going in and getting, and either putting in jail or ideally bringing them back to other countries and letting them put in jail, because we don't want them. We don't want to have to pay for them for 50 years.
No.
You want them to pay a price, but we don't want to have to pay for them for 50 years. And all the nonsense you hear about the people that come in illegally are far better than the people we have. It's not
Lies,
true.
propaganda.
It's false. It's false propaganda.
False propaganda, yep.
One recent study from FAIR, F-A-I-R, found that illegal aliens are incarcerated at 3 times the rate of legal residents. Those are the numbers. And if you look at prison population in federal prisons,
Another
these federal
guy.
prisons are, the number is
Don't
staggering.
chill.
The number of illegals.
Who paid you to come in here?
Far, far, far greater than any proportion of our population. But you don't hear that. You hear like these people are the greatest people in the world. Just ask the angel moms, how good are they? Those great angel moms who are treated so badly, so badly. Incredible people. But the simple reality is that every
Could be.
crime committed
Those
by
numbers
an
he's
illegal
running off.
is a crime that should never have happened in the first place. The border crisis is also a heartbreaking humanitarian tragedy. Vicious coyotes, smugglers, and human traffickers prey upon innocent women
Be
and
gone,
children.
thought.
1 in 3 women is sexually assaulted on the dangerous journey north.
Wagon
When I
Wheel, what's
ran
up,
for
bud?
President, my first speech, I mentioned the word rape.
Yeah, you got bashed
The
for
press went after me. I couldn't believe it. I said, will it be like this always? The answer was yes.
But
It got
worse.
worse. From day one, I mentioned the word rape. If you look at that speech, that was so innocent compared to what's really happening. That was a very innocent speech compared to the real facts.
that. And we know the real
Illegal
facts, don't
immigration
we?
is not compassionate. It's inhumane, unjust, and cruel.
Roman, another new one?
The media fights me on this, but I say it. Mothers who love their daughters, when the daughters are getting ready to make that 2,000-mile trek up through Mexico, and frankly, I wish Mexico would stop them at their northern border. I wish Mexico would stop them.
Here's the new Q post, guys. New Q post. It says, fact, Mueller's scope memo was never declassified. So how can the D's, the Democrats, claim knowledge? Those still asleep buying the narrow scope new narrative shift. If the scope, what was that? If the scope memo was never unclassified, how do the Democrats make this statement? Facts matter. What the fuck? Huh. Yeah, so I don't know.
Because,
We'll
they have
continue.
a border. They call it their southern border. 2,000 miles down from our southern border.
Yeah, it was
I
weird.
wish Mexico would stop it. But they have their own difficulties, frankly. I understand that. We're working along well with them. And they are doing a lot of things to help us with asylum
Yeah,
and
Roxy.
other elements of what we're doing. But mothers who love their daughters give them massive amounts of birth control pills.
Well, Hope Kennedy, they're
because
one
they
and the
know their
same.
daughters
They're
are
one and
gonna
the same.
be raped on the way up to our southern border. Think of that.
I was just on it. QMAP is still up.
Told to me by the Border Patrol. So true and so sad. Think of how evil that is. Think of how bad it is. Those caravans.
Oh,
You look at
Alchemy, I
those
wish it was
caravans,
snowing here.
And some are phenomenal.
It's gross outside.
But in those caravans, you have stone cold killers. You had the
Yeah, so how did the Democrats get information that wasn't declassified? Because they're one and the same.
Why are you coming?
They're spying, they're cheating.
Murder. She goes, what?
Yeah, spies.
Murder.
Plants.
I mean, what's going on is incredible. And when those caravans are formed, do you think those countries that we used to give a lot of money to, I've cut it way back.
Good.
I've cut it way back. Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador.
Kristen,
Do you think
Central New
they're
Jersey,
giving
cool.
us, as we say, their best and their finest? Oh, let's send our best people up to America. Let's have our best people go in the caravan so we can give America our greatest people.
Roman hoax,
No,
exactly.
No. They give us some very bad people. People with
And the NSA has it all. The white hats control the NSA now.
Tremendous violence in their past.
Oh yeah,
killers,
UFC is garbage.
Drug dealers, human traffickers. They
So corrupt.
They're good people because they're
NBA, MLB,
so
NFL, all garbage.
Border Patrol recently reported apprehending 7,000 unlawful migrants in a single week.
Hey, Roxy, we're going to do it again at 8 if you want to hang out.
Of the Texas border, a couple of weeks
Call-in
ago.
show. Thank you. Please leave a like before you leave.
Is stretched far beyond the breaking point. To confront this national security
curmudgeon.
I declare a national emergency. A national emergency. And when I see these people, and they're good people, some senators, most. I think
yeah, E-Train, that's crazy. Yeah. They knew when they were going to go after Roger Stone. The cameras were already there.
And I'm talking about in the last short period of time. There's a lot of spirit in the House. And I think in the Senate too, but we're going to have to see because we have a vote coming up. And a lot of people talk about precedent. Precedent. That if we do this, the Democrats will use
45 below wind chills.
We don't want. They're going to do that anyway, folks. The best way to stop that is to make sure.
Stay warm, David.
Election. That's the best way to stop that. They're going to do it anyway. They'll do it anyway.
Hey, Norman Ingram. Welcome, friend.
Friends of mine. We're very concerned with setting precedent.
Hey, Slim. No, man, we're going to do it at 8 too.
Precedent.
We're going to do a call-in show at 8.
I'm very concerned about setting precedent. I'm very concerned with having murderers and drug traffickers and drugs and
Lisa Lansing, not a problem. That's what I like to do.
That's what I'm concerned about. And the Democrats, they're going to do whatever they do if they get into power, and it won't have a damn thing to do with whether or not we approve our national emergency. Because let me tell you, they don't like it when I say it, but we are being invaded. We're being invaded by drugs, by people, by criminals, and we have to stop it. And we want people to come in, as I said before, but they have to come in legally.
Yeah, Gerald Nadler's a joke. Oh, Patty Kiley, I don't know. She said, didn't Hillary buy a Walmart
Previous
for
presidents
concentration
have used
camps?
their
Jesus.
national emergency power to promote democratic elections in Belarus, to ensure political stability in Burundi, and to defend the sovereignty of Lebanon. And you know what? That's okay. Lebanon, it's good. Fine. Use it. But we need it right here in our country.
We
We have to
do.
use it for our country. Many emergency declarations have been used to protect people in faraway nations and distant lands. Now we are protected against their star, who followed me after the State of the Union address.
Stacey
I
Abrams.
didn't think she was great. But she's their star. And who showed up? Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, and President Obama. And they campaigned for her, and they worked so hard.
No, Patty, this is the other
And
day.
all our man had was Trump.
Yesterday.
And we kicked their ass.
On the beach, you're good.
True.
Roman hoax, yes. Public now aware Dems are party of
We had a
crime, death,
rally at the
illegals,
airport
drugs, and
where
infanticide.
55,000 people showed up to the airport. It was one hangar. They had 3 other hangars that were full. They went so far back. The problem was they gave the press, like these guys, they gave the press too good a location because the people behind them couldn't see properly. I was so angry. But we had 55,000 people.
I didn't realize a live show
We're
here
gonna
until I
win
saw it on my
the election. They
so-called
weren't
smartphone.
against their star.
Parco
And
75.
David Perdue
Yeah, man,
was
we've been
going
on
to
for
win
about 2 hours
for senator.
watching the
2020. And then-
Cpac speech.
And then we
Not
had
really a
Florida.
speech. It's just more of
And many
Trump just
others.
going to town on the evilness. Love it.
And we have a candidate, Ron DeSantis, a friend.
Terry, what you think about Ron DeSantis? Floridian.
A friend
Any
of
Floridians? What do you think about him?
Many of us in this room, but nobody knew he was running. He was running against in the primary somebody that was easily going to win. He was scheduled to be the next governor of Florida. But Ron's been great to me on the witch hunt. He's been a defender of me against these phony charges of Russia. My wife said, "You never spoke to anybody from Russia, darling." I said, "That's right." But Ron DeSantis, I like people that defend me. You know, when people defend me, I defend them. So he came. That's why I like Mark. That's why I like Mark Levin.
Paul,
And
thank
I'm
you.
not sure a lot of people like him. He's tough as hell. But I like him. I love him. But then we have Florida. So Ron DeSantis is at 3.
Adam Cram,
3.
thank you for subscribing,
He
my
calls
friend.
up, "Sir, could I have your endorsement?" I said, "Ron, you're at 3.
Collusion,
You're a
delusion.
Is, I guess, agriculture.
Awaken when he does.
Has 22 million in the bank. His poll numbers are very good. He's up in the 20s and 30s. I said, "Ron, don't make me do this, Ron." "Sir, I can win." "All right, Ron, here we go." Because I know if he loses, which almost never happens when I endorse somebody, almost never. Only one time, that was because it was done in the middle of the day of the election. Nobody knew I did it. They got home, they said, "I didn't know Trump endorsed him." But we rarely lose. But I said, "Ron, don't do it." I said, "All right, Ron, I'll do it." He went from 3 to 60 to 60.
Anything that goes
And then
against
he
Trump,
ran
any
against
person that
the
goes
guy
against Trump and
who
tries to
had
ruin him,
unbelievable
they're going to get the
support.
Trump curse.
He had
Anybody
every
who he
celebrity
backs
going to
is going to
Florida.
win.
He had
Very
money
powerful
all
human
over
being.
the place. And Ron was in there pitching, and I was in there pitching with him. And we now have a great governor in the state of Florida. And I could mention many others, other governors, many other states, but I'm not going to bore you with it. And I really think that it's incredible what we did in the midterms. I think it's incredible. Governor of Florida, governor of Ohio. Remember, you can't win unless you win the state of Ohio. We got the governor of Ohio, and he's great. Mike, we love you, Mike.
Rocky Holmes, thank
We
you,
defend
friend.
American values at home. We are also defending American
I
security.
love our country. I love our
We
troops.
have-
I love our hard workers. I love our
security,
families. I love our
all
Constitution.
sorts of
Love
funding,
Trump. Love
all
Jesus.
sorts
Amen.
of
Stop the
record,
liberal
everything.
delusion.
And we will
Rockland
never
Holmes,
forget
thank
our
you, my friend.
military. We will never forget our veterans. We are taking care of our veterans like they've
Snafu,
never been
thank you.
taken care of before. We just got them choice.
I gotta
so
get
now
my
they
white
can
one
go see a
clean. I played
doctor.
golf today. It got a little dirty. I don't want to look scruff on
Now
here.
they can go and see a doctor instead of waiting online for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Don Borg is protected.
And we got them accountability. You couldn't fire anybody in the VA. You had sadists. You had people that took advantage of our veterans.
You know what's crazy, guys, is that we are up to 115,000 subscribers, and we can't get 300 people in this chat.
I got a bill passed. VA accountability.
I can't
now
wait
you
for
look at the
Trump
guy,
to
you
take
say,
care of
get
this.
the hell out of here. You're fired. Get out. Nobody thought we could get it. For 40 years, they tried to get it. For 40 years, they tried to get it. They couldn't get it.
Yeah, Steve, we're doing, yeah, we'll
And
live
VA
show tonight at
choice,
8.
They thought
8 to
for many
9 Eastern
decades
Standard
they could probably
Time.
get VA choice. Couldn't get it. Now, instead of waiting online for 2 days, 9 days, 3 weeks, people were dying. People that weren't very sick would be dead by the time they saw a doctor.
Something D-Doll, close to that.
Now,
Yeah, Roman,
these
no
great
notifications.
veterans, if there's a big wait, they go outside, they go to a local doctor, we pay the bills, they get better, everybody's happy, and we actually save a lot of money, if you can believe it. And I got that approved after 44 years of being unable to get it approved. For our veterans, we love our veterans.
Oh, yeah, I love the Veterans Choice. It's wonderful.
And just in finishing up, as you know, I just returned from Vietnam, where I had very productive meetings with Chairman Kim Jong-un. Very productive.
EO2 Dave, I hope I can get there. It's going to be an
developed
exciting
a
time.
good
Be careful for
relationship, very
FFs.
And made
Thank you
great
for that
strides
donation too, my friend. I
But do
greatly
get a kick
appreciate
out of
that.
all these people in previous
Very kind of you.
Donald Trump should not, under any circumstances, be doing this or that. You know, they tell me how to negotiate. These guys died. One administration gave billions of dollars to him and got nothing. And
Yeah.
we haven't given him anything yet. I look forward to maybe doing something at some point. But I know one thing, I'm going to get other countries.
I'm subbed before, but only your FEMA video popped up in my recommended. So when I clicked, I saw this and started watching.
But I
Well,
had to
thank you,
walk,
Stone Cold Killer.
because every
Appreciate
once in
you
a
sticking
while,
around
have to
too.
walk.
Mean that.
Because the deal wasn't a deal that was acceptable to me. I don't like these deals that politicians make. They make a deal just for the sake of doing it. I don't want to do that. I want to make a deal.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys this. Let me show you.
But the one thing we have done
This is pretty
is
crazy.
we have no testing, no missiles going up, no rockets going up.
Well, he's almost done, and I'll show you what
We
flew
got our great
by my
people
house.
back. We got our great, great people. And that includes our beautiful, beautiful Otto. Otto Warmbier, whose parents I've gotten to know. See, a great tribute to America. I hope you can all come.
July 4th.
4th of July, keep it open. We want to bring millions of people into the city, and we want people to come who love our country. Those are the people we want. The 4th of July. A salute to America.
Stoked. 4th of July.
Now is the
I'm
time
gonna be
to
going
embrace
crazy.
the promise of our history. Now is the time to defend our American legacy.
Yes.
And now is the time to seize our glorious destiny. And by the way, I'm watching this. There's not one person's left.
Not one person's has left. Why would you
I
leave?
said, Matt, is that okay? He said, I love it. Don't leave. But not one person. So if you hear tomorrow when they read, people left. Nobody left early. There hasn't been one person that's left. But when you read it, you just say fake news. This magnificent nation will always be the home of those who cherish life, who love liberty, and who defend the sacred rights given to us by Almighty God.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Together we are
EO2
one
Dave, get
people,
your room.
one family, and one nation, forever united behind one great American flag. Thank you to everybody in this room and to all of the other rooms all over the campus and all over the country. We're hooked in all over the country. Thank you very much. I want to thank Cpac. What a job they've done. What a job Matt Schlapp and his family have done in such a short period of time in bringing this to a level like it's
Time
never
travel. You went to
been
Cpac?
before.
That's right,
God
you
bless
did.
you. God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much.
So, guys, I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. We could spend some time together. I wanted to show you this before I leave. So that is a Black Hawk helicopter flying over my house. It was circling. It was very weird. I don't ever see Black Hawk helicopters. Just kind of kept flying around. Very strange. But anyways, my friends, if you enjoyed this time together, this lovely time that we can spend together over the internet, please leave a like. You can donate to this channel by going to my PayPal or Patreon, or actually clicking on the super chat. That's the $sign at the bottom of the chat. And I would greatly appreciate it. That's what keeps this channel alive. You know, it's free content. It's free content, and, you know, showing support that way, there's no harm, no foul. I do it for other channels. I follow Twitch channels, YouTube channels. I donate to their Patreons and stuff too. So, you know, we're all in this together, my friends. Slim Frank is right. About 17 days left. I think we're at 16 actually, for something to be, I think, the D class, which would blow my mind. Wild tangent. Yeah, I'll show the this was the Black Hawk. Crazy. But stormy skies tonight. Be careful out there if you live in the southwest or southeast rather. Just be careful out there. Could be tornadoes, could be this and that, some nasty stuff. I'm going to check my Twitter because I know Snafu Snap sent me some stuff. I'm going to check that out. May do a report on it. And check back 8 o'clock. Follow me on Twitter, please, so that you get the notifications. 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do a live call-in show, weather permitting. I may lose power. I don't know. Hopefully not. But, you know, guys, I appreciate all of your support and all your love. And I will talk to you guys tonight. We'll see you later. Definitely hit the like button. Bye-bye.